So if you're a lawyer looking to improve your practice, but you're feeling a little bit stuck, you might be stuck not because you haven't found the right system yet, but because your practice was never intentionally designed in the first place. And the truth is, no system can fix that. So give me 4 minutes and I'm going to share with you 4 constraints that limit the growth of legal practices. So you stop trying to fix everything in your practice and focus on fixing just one right thing. And if you want the 4 constraints framework so you can locate your specific problem today, just drop framework below and I'll send it over to you. Now, by way of introduction, my name is Rohit Shetty. I'm a lawyer with over 15 years of experience. And I also help solo lawyers move from a practice-centric life to a life-centric practice. Now, in each of these videos, I'm going to share with you one thing that you can use to better inform your decisions as you build and adapt your practice to your wellness and your priorities. Now, when trying to improve their practice, most lawyers assume that something is wrong operationally. They go looking for the right tool, the right workflow, the right productivity framework. And often every time it'll work initially, but then for whatever reason, the practice will go back to exactly the way it was. Now, this isn't because you executed poorly. It's because you were focused on the wrong problem. Now, I've spent almost 15 years in practice and I've served as a mentor to many young lawyers. And the pattern I've kept seeing, and I keep seeing, is that the issue is rarely incompetence. Most of the lawyers I mentor are incredibly smart. It's just that when they create their practice, they never really intentionally design it. Their practices grow and evolve based on what happens to them, right? So case by case, obligation by obligation, tool by tool, that practice just evolves and develops until you're now serving a practice that you never consciously chose. The truth is that tools built on an undesigned structure don't really resolve the design problem. They just give you a faster path to the same result. And so here's a framework that help me and that to teach others from fixing the wrong thing. The first step is really simple. Make sure that you recognize the difference. So a design practice starts with the lawyer's life, their priorities, their energy, financial requirements, family commitments, and then builds outwards. It's like big rocks versus small rocks, right? Whereas an accumulated practice will start from the first client and build forward until someone runs out of time or energy or frankly money. If you never explicitly design what you were building, practice accumulates. Now, the second step is to name what you actually have. So look at your current practice and ask, if you were given the opportunity to build this again, would you do and build it the same way? And if the answer is no, or even a hesitant yes, it's probably a sign that you're living in an accumulated structure. The exhaustion that you feel isn't the price of independence, it's really the cost of undesigned growth. And then the last step is to locate the constraint before you change anything. Now, in my experience and what I've found is that an undesigned practice is going to break down in one of 4 specific places, either your revenue, your operations, your calendar, or your client mix. And before you touch a system or a tool, you need to know which constraint is yours. Now, that's not optimization, that's diagnosis. And again, diagnosis is always going to come first. This 3-step approach works because it stops you from fixing everything and focuses your attention on fixing just one thing. And the best part is you can begin that accumulation audit yourself today without any program required. And when you're ready to move faster, that's really what intentional redesign looks like. So drop frameworks in the comments below and I'll send over the 4 constraint framework to you. You can literally use the resource today. You'll answer a few specific questions and know specifically, not generally, which part of your practice is the source of everything that's being wrong and what you need to be focusing on in the next quarter. Chat soon. Cheers.